Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. Today we have a very nice game between Garry Kasparov and Eugene Torre from 1980 in Baku, where Garry Kasparov actually was born. And Torre is a very strong grandmaster from Philippines. He actually created an opening, like he played like this: d4, knight f6, knight f3, e6, and after that white play bishop g5, and we have Torre attack. So the guy is actually an inventor in chess. He's not really an easy player. So Garry Kasparov has a tough task today to play. So after d4 from Garry Kasparov, Torre played c5, d5, d6, c4, e5, e4, and we have the closed Benoni structure. So in this opening, white has more space, but black is very solid. So even if white wants to win, he has like a lot of job to do. It's not easy, but we have Garry Kasparov, so I don't think we have to worry too much about that. Bishop e7. Now black is ready to play bishop g5 and exchange the bishop on c1. So white decided to play knight f3 and stop that right away. Bishop g4, knight bd2, knight a6, and black is ready for knight c7. Sorry, this in the front. Sorry. Knight c7 and maybe later a6 and b5. So Garry Kasparov said, you know what, just let's play bishop e2. We have time for that. Knight f6, a3. Now b4 is coming in the right time, and we're fitting the knight to jump to b4 at any moment. Castle from black, castle from white, g6, and this is a very flexible move. The idea is usually the knight will go to e8, g7, and then f5. That's what happened usually. Let's see what's happening in this game. So Garry Kasparov couldn't just wait like this. He has to do something. He has to improve his position. So he played knight e1, and he's asking black if he want to exchange bishops. But black knew that his bishop on g4 is better than the one on e2 for white. So he played bishop d7, knight d3, knight e8, ready for f5, b4, and now rook c8. And black is doing a great job in defending everything. Now he's creating more protection to the pawn on c5. Now we have the rook and the knight doing that, no problems. So white said, you know what, just wait. Bishop b2, let's improve our position a little more. Bishop f6, Torre bringing the bishop over here in front of the guy over here. Queen b3, very solid game by black, actually very solid. b6, white is better because you got more space, but there is no really threat to worry about. King h1, bishop g7, f4, bishop h6, and just to make things clear, black is putting in pressure on this diagonal and taking the bishop away from this from this diagonal over here. Rook f2 from Kasparov, f6, b5, knight b8, and those pieces at the back, actually they're doing nothing, just watching the game. So bishop f1, rook c7, g3, bishop c8, bishop g2. Black has no plan, like rook c f7. Now we got maybe pressure through the f5 if black can do it. a4 by Kasparov, knight g7. Now if Kasparov play a5 right away, black will take. So what he did, actually played bishop c3 and prepare a5 in the right time. Knight h5, queen d1, knight g7. Black was ready to go for g5 here, but there's a queen h5, so black has to move his knight back. a5, knight e8, queen e2, bishop g7. Very solid game by black so far. No weaknesses, but also there's no counterplay. He's really passive. ab6, ab6. So white decided to open the a5 for his rook, but it's gonna be open also for black rooks as well. So for those guys, f5 by Kasparov. Looking for black, maybe if now for black play g5, this bishop is gone. This guy over here is totally blocked. He has no future whatsoever. So I'm sorry. So after f5, black play bishop at 6, h4, rook g7, knight f1, and white is ready for knight e3, knight g4, rook ff7, rook k8, bishop b7, rook a2, bishop c8, and of course black is asking white, if you want to come back again, I will come here, and it's gonna be a draw if you want. So black is offering white a draw somehow. After bishop c8, Kasparov said, you know what, no, bishop h3, I am the guy with more advantage, with more space, I'm not gonna give you a draw. So rook a7, now black is taking his share with the a file. That's a good job to do. Kasparov played the queen f3, allowing the rook to protect the other rook. So now the a file actually over here is sharing. So, and sharing is caring. So rook b7, knight h2, queen c7, king g2, bishop g7, bishop g4, g5, bishop f5, take and take, and a queen d7. And Touré thought like there is no problems in exchanging pieces and queens if we can to. But after h5, a queen f5, e f5, bishop h6, knight g4, bishop g5, h6, we have like really just Mona Lisa here, guys. This is just unbelievable. Look at this slowly. Look at the knight over here. He has no future. He cannot come here because the pawn is ready to take him. The other move is gonna be knight 7. Then what? There's no future. That's it. And the other guy has no future either. So the knight will come from here, then here, then where? He has no space, no place to go. Here he cannot. The ball will take him. So, but technically, white frees the two knights for black. Rook e7 by Touré, rook fe2, king f7, knight df2, bishop c1, knight e4, and white has a lot of space, and black is just too passive, waiting for the final blow. Rook ed7, king f3, king e7, and at this moment, Kasparov did a very amazing combination, something unusual. And look at Kasparov. Count with me what he's doing. Something really unusual. He took on a7, black took. Now this is unusual move because you give black the a file. However, there's a plan. Rook e1, we are taking the bishop on c1. The bishop has to go back. Knight g5, fg5. Now we are creating a bad pawn here. At this moment, white sacrifices his knight. D takes the bishop e5, and where's the bishop? Wherever the bishop goes, there's a discover attack on the king. Knight d6, check. King d7, bishop d6, king d6, check. King c7, f7, and we are ready to queen the pawn. If if black allow it anyway. So black knew that move doesn't work because of d6 check. If you go back, it's a mate. If you don't go back, I know where you're gonna go anyway, like maybe king c8. I'm not really too sure about that. So in this case, we have a check, maybe king b7, then rook e7, and of course this is a hopeless position for black. If he go back to stop the pawn over here, white will just take the piece for free. And if he decide to go to c8 to stop the pawn with by the knight, we're gonna just take, and after you take, there's a queen here. So what Touré did, he did his last chance. He played rook a1, looking for a f1 check and pick up the pawn. Kasparov played king e2, stop everything, leaving black with a hopeless position. So Touré decided to resign. Very fantastic game by Kasparov. It does something really unbelievable, unusual. If you guys like the game as I did, please like and share, subscribe to the channel. We're gonna see you later. Bye bye.